All right, welcome, folks. Sorry, my song cut a little short there. Let me get the commentators' voices up. All right, they can hear you now.
All right. Hello.
Welcome, everyone.
Hello. Good evening, gamers, and welcome to this next round of Blaze Brew BFTs, where we determine who's the better player of all the intermediates.
That's correct. We have 7 gamers in bracket today. I think a lot of people, possibly on spring break, possibly playing Persona. A lot of stuff going on right now. But we got 7 gamers for you in our beginner intermediate bracket. As always, I'm your host Ryer, joined by my commentators. I'll let them introduce themselves while I get Blaze Blue booted up.
Hello. I'm Koyo, just a general fighting game player, just trying to make it out here and hopefully do some pretty good commentating for my now second time up here.
Yeah.
And I am the Fed. I'm also second time. Resident Izanami Dom player, resident S enjoyer. And also resident Uni Ducker.
Yep. Happy to have you folks here. Those of you who are joining us. A couple things. First of all, we call this our beginner intermediate bracket. And we say that because Blaze Blue is a game that's got a lot of information on it, and it's kind of been out a while now that rollback has come. So a lot of these people are still getting started, are just ramping up, but you'll certainly see maybe a higher caliber of play than you're expecting. The second thing is, you're not going to hear any Matcherino shilling today. Reason being, crossover arc is this weekend. Imperius Club is very busy. I've been pretty busy myself, trying to get stuff ready for travel and things like that. So we do not have a Matcherino for this event. Unfortunate. But I will be reaching out to the top 3, making sure they get something after the event, even if it's not through Matcherino. So, continue to watch and support and use the codes. What we can do is say, go to the Matcherino for crossover arc. I might update the command during this so we can chill the Matcherino for the crossover arc ones. But yeah, so we're going to be getting started with our round 1. We're going to stream most of this bracket because it's pretty small. And our first match is going to be Flesk 1 versus Flak Maniac. And we've seen Flak Maniac play before, but I do not remember who. I want to say Kagura. I don't know why.
All right. Honestly, I thought I remembered more about Flesk because I think they played in our last tournament. At least I think. Could have been either one. They're very similar names.
Yes. Good luck.
My brain's saying Naoto player, but I could be wrong.
I honestly wanted to agree with that. I kind of want to agree that's a Naoto. Naoto's just really popular. Like,
yeah, Naoto's
not necessarily. I think we can just DP. Yeah, he's not necessarily too difficult for most people, even though he's executionally pretty hard with all of his dash cancels. But everyone seems to be really interested in Naoto.
You know, I would love to see an Izanami player. You don't see them. I've not seen a single one in these brackets. I tried it one time and I just swapped back to S because my execution was bad at the time. But
I think our only Izanami player DQ'd.
Oh my fuck. Okay, of course. This bracket's out to get me.
Good.
I cannot be satisfied, it seems.
As always, we can't let you go down playing right now.
I wasn't gonna start off hard into downplay. I was just gonna say stuff like she needs ribcage. Oh, a Tsubaki. Oh, speaking of characters I don't like.
Tsubaki and Kagura. Alright, so you were right, Ryder. Kagura, to my knowledge, one of the only charge characters in this game.
I think he is
also
the only
a stance
charge
character.
I
know a few other characters have charge.
I know Tsubaki's kind of a stance. She's a stocks character. She's like a more honest Wagner. So let's check out the right.
Honest might be a bit much. Yeah. All right.
Oh, backdash.
Really big normal.
That's like a S5C normal. That's just testy. But the nice thing about that, I already started the Kagura pressure, and then Tsubaki and Flesk gets out. Or Flak. Oh, okay.
Flak and Flesk. Always going to be difficult. Oh, goes in for the throw
Oh,
immediately into a combo. Can we actually get this into the corner? Yes, we can. Goes for an overhead, just starting some more pressure. Mashes out. Just goes back straight into mid-screen. That was a counter hit, but immediate blue beat.
Making it so Flak, can I get time to get these stocks? Tsubaki really needs her stocks to get a game plan go. Oh, goes for the burst. And here it comes. Flak's doing a small charges here and there. Ooh, but you can't do them that much because Kaugra can. Oh, there it goes.
I'm honestly surprised. I haven't seen many super jumps for the Tsubaki because you want to actually be in the air for your stocks, because the closer then as you fall, the faster you charge up your stocks for Tsubaki. So generally, you actually want to be doing them in the air so you're a little bit safer and you get to charge them faster as you fall.
Speaking of Tsubaki, Flesk is putting in the work here. Going potentially for the perfect here. There's no burst on the table, so... Oh, that was
don't even...
Here, though.
Doesn't even want to see a Tsubaki in this game.
I mean, I wouldn't either. Oh, Tsubaki with the catch.
There goes the perfect.
Tsubaki with active flow, and overdrive up. What I think Tsubaki do in overdrive is you immediately rounds our overdrive, and Tsubaki's overdrive makes it so she builds up stocks passively. And we see it in action here. She's building up stocks as while just playing the game up, and then the Kagura JC hits her and says no.
Even so, it was still way too low and couldn't put a actual tight enough pressure in there to hold down Kagura.
And there goes
Kagura
Flak
with his really big buttons doesn't have to worry all too much. Just gets to press them and anything can check you.
Playing the game right, just making it so that Flesk cannot get any stocks up. Tsubaki with no stocks is no Tsubaki.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think we had the names wrong. That was actually Flak that's playing the Kagura. All right. Someone banned the guy who screwed this up. Mod shoots this person. Yeah, you know, the mod that hired. All right. So just going immediate cross up, puts himself in the corner, but just trying to get the actually side swaps. I didn't know you could do that. Goes for immediate knockdown.
No tech out yet.
Does this kill? Oh my gosh, that was 4.8 and immediate low. I think that was actually a roll in the corner, so that actually still hit. That was a round one perfect, I think.
The counter hit.
Going back in with the Tsubaki. Just trying to at least start something. Immediately back to full screen neutral. Kagura's projectile is just gonna win most of the time, but
That is the fatal kind of grab? You love to see those. And then he's trying to go for some offense, but not really taking time to put stocks in. Probably just doesn't see it right now in this matchup. Stocks isn't that important. Oh, that projectile hit somebody.
I'm surprised that Flesk isn't actually prioritizing any of these stocks. Probably just having to try to play at the pace that Flank is.
Ooh, and now the catch with the 5C, and this is death. Ooh, not death.
These combos are doing tons of damage, and just goes more with the slide, and that's it. Flak takes game one.
Pretty decisively. Just was able to. Flak was able to control the game place. And this
Another thing about Kagura is that he just has.
We've seen a lot of success from a lot of Kagura in our brackets, especially our beginner brackets. I think it can be a little daunting for him, like, starting out, because he's got like stance moves and charge moves, but I think his game plan just screams, you know, early intermediate play. Like, you can really latch onto something and use it as Kagura.
Kagura's not necessarily all too difficult. A lot of his buttons just kind of flow really easily with each other, and his damage actually is really high, even at a very low basic level, that I think, a lot of people would want to gravitate towards him. Especially considering how well he can keep people out, just because he has those really long normals, like how people like S do. Just something simple, damaging. I think most people can actually get past the charge moves pretty easily.
The execution barrier isn't as high as it would be on someone like even like a Valkenhayn or a Izanami or someone like that. Yeah.
Especially considering I don't think Kagura has to play as fast as a lot of the other characters. A lot of characters have to really work when they get a hit confirmed. They have to immediately notice.
Yes.
You have to have those really fast reaction times, and I think Kagura has a lot more spacing for that, so he can actually get his charge in.
Yeah, that's true, and a lot of hit stop and hit stun too to like recognize. So now we're gonna have C Rakestraw, whom I believe has played before, with versus Ubercheesecake. Ubercheesecake, an entrant in a lot of our other games, especially Grand Blue, plays Ladiva in Grand Blue, and then plays some Strive as well with us. I know he told me yesterday he is playing Bullet because she is a grappler.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay. I was kind of saying it was a grappler player.
I remember seeing.
Y'all get to start, by the way.
I saw them playing as well the Persona, so Akihiko. So they're really good with these types of semi-grapplers, semi-boxer type characters. So Bullet seems to be a really good starting point for them.
Bullet is one of the resident beginner. She's a beginner-friendly rush-on character. Her dry mixes that when she can kind of rush to you. She also has inbuilt heat modes where the higher heat she is, the more damage she can do. And a bullet with heat and meter can kill you, as I've been the unfortunate represent of 6k bullet damage easy. And I thought it wouldn't kill. And then we have a Jubei here. Jubei, the mixed machine of BlazBlue, is able to do some teleports. Just go in for those left-right mix-ups, and it has a little bit of a cheeky install super that makes his dashes teleport.
Yeah, Jubei, one of the fastest characters in the game. Oh wow! Immediate hit going in.
Round start. And for the grab reset.
Yep. Just
and then the dash
going through with these dash cross-ups. Right. The one problem that that Bullet does have is that she does have the step dash, which makes her a little bit slower than a lot of other characters, which means it's going to be kind of difficult to ever catch up with Jubei here, and Jubei immediately going for another throw into the corner.
Caught by the grab.
Yep.
And and then the wake up grab, you love to see it.
Doesn't see anything else. I think he dropped the combo.
As weird, Uber's playing the Tegra colors. Once the grapple, always a grappler.
Of course. All right, starting with the hairball setup, but doesn't actually wake up, so just gets hit with it on the ground.
Oh, that was a parry.
Just an immediate throw.
You didn't notice it, but the Jubei tried to parry. Jubei does have a parry option. He tried to round that parry to catch something, but he backdashed.
He has two parries, being his 6A and his 6B. Both pretty decent, but not often used. My goodness. Just trying to go in, keeping the pressure on. It seems that Uber's
and then
mashing
there's the grab.
Oh. Seeing a lot of grabs coming out of a... Right.
There was a little bit of a desperation drive right there. But then... Cheese. Ray caught him.
Alright, going into game 2.
Let's see if Uber can adjust to this to Jubei. Also, Jubei is like another thing with Jubei that's kind of cheap is that he is considered crouching at all times. So some moves that will not hit him because he's technically considered crouching.
But it also makes it so certain combos hit him just all the time, just because any crouching from him just always works. But Jubei also another character where even if he is crouching low, it doesn't seem like it. Just going in immediately. The corner pressure is really tight here. Seems like Rakestraw is really good at this. Just catching any mash, but drops the combos really fast.
Oh, that was like that DP. That was a DP. That was a block DP from Wraith. And this is getting big damage. He has overdrive. Oh, he goes into the hairball super.
Setup.
Oh,
yeah. The one thing about her DP, it is a hit grab. So if you block it, you can still punish. Oh, still going in. Just gonna take it from corner pressure, just from a block string. Immediate install super purple throw gets teched at the very least. How many purple throws have gotten teched in the beginner brackets?
And there we start to see his drive. There's a little bit of a teleport.
All right, but
it was like Bagatama's.
Round 1 is done. I don't remember. I don't think he keeps the install. No, he does not, because we do not see the symbol above his meter. Just goes for an immediate double cross-up, trying to push into the corner, but actually gets mashed out. So we're seeing Uber's actually starting to learn where to mash. But gets caught on the landing. Burst putting the Jubei back in the corner.
Oh, and that was a whiff grab right there from the bullet. I think it was a whiff grab. Oh, the master gets kind of trading. Oh, again, the DP gets whipped. And I don't think that was a misinput. He did not want that DP there. And then here is Jubei Super.
Let's see, does he have any confirms? Oh, doesn't go for any hairball setup or anything, but doesn't need to.
I think he needs it. And now it's game. That's 2-0 from Rakestraw.
Yep. Rakestraw doing really well with just keeping his pressure pretty tight. Alright. There goes with our
Wolverine special. Alright. Oh, that's it? Interesting. Man.
Yep. Only a 7-person bracket this time, so we'd be moving on to round 2.
Yes, indeed. Round 2, we have set up Malarky versus Flak, Maniac, and default setting versus Rakestraw, whom we just saw. A couple familiar names there you may recognize from our last BFT. I believe 2 of the top 3 were Malarky and default setting, and then Cecilia Stark was the one that took it. Losers is going to play out. We will run round 2 losers on stream as well. So the only thing we will not see is the match Magus versus Ubercheesecake. That will not be on stream, but we will see the rest of the bracket from here on out.
Yep.
Affirmative.
All right.
Okay, so I updated the !Matcherino command. We don't have a Matcherino for this event, but we do have six Matcherinos for Crossover Arc. And they all have codes. A lot of them are almost done. So if you hit !Matcherino and you haven't contributed to the Crossover Arc Matcherinos, be sure to do that, because that's coming up in 2 days. I'm flying out in the morning. I'm super excited.
Yep. We highly appreciate any amount of codes being accepted.
We're also doing some Lunar Phase, so helping out Matcherino, helping out Watts also helps out those guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do Malarky versus Flak first, since we just saw Rakestraw.
It's okay, right. Thorn. We understand. I sometimes forget what day it is too.
I often forget what day it is. I'm wearing my Floral Friday shirt today, even though it's Thursday.
Well, let's just say, technically, it's Friday somewhere in the world, and you're effectively in Friday mode.
I've been in Friday mode since Monday. I didn't do crap at work this week, man. I've been just thinking about Crossover Arc.
Wow.
Don't tell my boss.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Putting Crossover before the job. You hate to see it.
No, you love to see it. Would do it again too. This is technically, I mean, everything is top 8 in a 7-person bracket, but this is winners semifinals as well. So I'm actually gonna mark that on the bracket.
Top 4. Anything?
Top 6, technically.
Yeah.
Winners semis get you to top 6. Winners finals get you to top 3.
Yes. Alright, so we have Malarky versus Flak. Malarky was our...
Izayoi.
They went to... Yeah, Izayoi. They went all the way to Winners Grand Finals last BFT, losing to Cecilia Stark in a bracket reset. So I wonder how well that they're going to be doing this time. I remember last time I mentioned that their confirms were okay, and they really need to work on finishing their combo, so I'm hoping that they worked on that now and they can actually get some really nice combos in, especially against Flak, since we already saw Flak has some really nice damaging combos, and they always seem to end in a really nice hard knockdown in the corner. So let's see what will happen here, or if Malarky will just stick to a hidden run strategy. Right, round start.
Hit and run. Malarky is also pretty good at the hit and run. Just open up your opponent's United Strike, and there he goes. Trying to go for officials 2As. Zero to a legitimate button. Totally honest, trust me. Oh, there he goes. Jumping, jump in, mixed with the 2A mix up. And then the jump in again. Oh, these rapid overheads.
but gets crossed up. Now probably going to be seeing them go into the corner. Yup, an immediate reset, I think. Goes for the hard knockdown into a combo extender, just trying everything. OD, but still we see Flak mashing on it just to put them back in, and that's what was a good.
Dead goes out. Dead goes fireball into teleport, catches him, and into this nice confirm here. Into knockdown, into the corner.
Oh, here we go. Some more mix overhead into immediate burst. Alright, so now we just see some more fireball play.
Oh, again, these assault is not assault, this is a uni. It's overhead into nice to confirm here.
That was a counter hit.
Malarky.
So actually pretty nice damage there. Actually doing some more stuff. Malarky has improved a bit. Seems like we're gonna be watching a lot of fireball play here. Since I don't think Kagura can have too much advantage in the air, doesn't want to get too pushed overextending. Still doing so much in the corner here with almost 4k damage at that point. Just continuing this pressure, but flash kick RC. Alright. Going back in. Just more pressure. That was a dead angle, but actually still goes. I think that was actually a clash on the dead angle. Okay, so that was a DP, goes and switches stances, but now we're still blocking. Alright, so now we go back into neutral, gets hit with a Mistfinder. Just more overheads. Just the mix from this is just really good. Oh, we're actually going to see a knockdown, extended knockdown for some more setup. Fatal counter, but immediate burst. Just tries... Oh, that's unfortunate. Teleport behind, mashes 5A, but a tech up. Oh boy. Alright, so now we're on to our last round for the first game.
Alright, a strong game for me too. Oh, it catches a little bit low.
Right. Seeing with the slide, just having to block this pressure, but gets away. It's a lot of fireball zoning from Malarky, but just can't really do that when you have a Kagura just right there trying to push all of his big meaty buttons.
Ooh, catches the fireball on the jump in. He's playing his right, fireball on the teleport, go for the mix-up. And it goes back to the corner. Ooh, DPRC, the flash RC there. Into the OBS starter, into big damage here. Some really big damage.
And still gets a knockdown, I think, after all this. Yes.
Pops
OD, but doesn't do anything with it.
Oh, counter hit, low starter, and then Deading goes out.
Another projectile teleport, goes low. Finish the combo. Let's see. Does it go full? Not exactly in the corner, but close enough, and immediately goes for an overhead. We've seen a lot of defensive bursts.
Oh,
okay, and
he did not bury that jump in. I believe that is effectively that Kagura move was air unblockable. So I think he had to bury for the entire duration, and he stopped burying at the worst possible time.
Most grounded normals are going to be air unblockable without barriers. So yeah, that was I think that was 2C, and so yeah, it's active for 7 frames. You would have had to barrier block it on the way down. So let's see, both trade with a counter hit on the round start. Flash kick immediately, getting some distance in the corner, but immediately takes
fireball into the overhead. And then back to the corner. Alright, with sword car.
Lots of different trades here. Gets put into the corner. Oh, actually safe jumps the flash kick.
Dangles it out and goes in for the overhead kick. Count for the overhead here. Back of the hard knockdown.
The dodges, goes for teleport behind. Wow, that was actually... I was even
bursts it out to try to keep him in the corner. Ooh, the catch was a low starter. It's caught and goes for the side swap here.
A really nice side swap that actually gets 3k, but Malarky just rolls out. Now just going back mid-screen. A lot of neutral play here, just with a lot of all the projectiles.
Yeah, just trying to pitch project. Ooh, the deep Kato got a DP?
It was a counter hit DP, and so just tried to get a combo off, but dropped it, and now I think Malarky takes it with now the first round to Malarky. He's been doing a really good job with these confirms now. Actually cleaned up from last time, actually just finishing most of these combos.
And getting
Really
the hard
proud of
knockdown. And also, he's able to take this in the corner. Ooh, that counter started into the side swap.
Alright, gets a knockdown. Continues to go off of it. 4.2 off that hit. Kagu's got that big damage. Now into the other form.
Jump, copper the jumping, fireball trade. Oh, top RC. Ooh.
So that was OD. We saw the RC from Flak, but immediate EA from Malarky, and apparently Flak was not blocking.
Ooh, counting it low starter, and this is back to the corner. And
this should probably be death if he just confirms into a super, but doesn't.
Drops the last part, and dead end goes out. Has to play it carefully. Oh, and the fireball.
But gets hit by the fireball.
Match point for Flak here.
Let's see, round start, immediate hit from Flak, but doesn't really do much. OD already from Malarky. Still getting put in the corner.
All the way to the corner.
Man, Kagura's damage is doing really good here.
Catch by the DP. Oh, didn't that confirm the DP? Ooh, back catches the grab here.
Possibly thought about another RC, but still didn't have enough meter.
33k.
You actually gotta be careful. This time they have the meter. They can flash tick RC like they've done multiple times before, but goes for the overhead. It's a really good thing that they're trying to go for these overheads just to stop the charge from Flak, but it seems like it's just not too daunting. Immediate OD.
And this is 4K because she was an active flow here.
Not seeing any more mix-ups. Overhead.
Overhead. And he has overdrive and meter. This kills.
And Flak takes it. 2-0 over Malarky.
Damn.
Kagura's damage just is huge in this matchup. Goodness, that wasn't even a counter hit overhead, actually. That was just a normal overhead.
Plus active flow, so that adds up. I think that was 4K. That ended in 4K?
Yeah. And I think he could have extended that too. Your 4K damage is on another character. Have fun.
You selected the character that you play. Just always remember that.
Yep.
It's okay.
It's your fault if you're in a losing matchup.
Next up,
I don't have losing matchup.
Default
top
setting.
tier.
Default settings first appearance in this bracket versus C Rakestraw.
Bullet versus Jubei round 2. Bullet default a resident wants bullet enjoyer.
I'm seeing Default play a lot of BBCF here, so they've gotten a lot more experience, but I don't know how much experience they have against Jubei specifically. Hopefully we'll see some decent tech on that.
I believe we
I know Volter.
Yeah, in the server.
Yeah, I know Volter plays Jubei, but I don't know if they've played. If him and Default have played a lot recently.
Not exactly sure. But it should be interesting to see. I want to know if Bullet can actually get around Jubei's hairball Oki at all. Because I think his hairball is considered a projectile, so I wonder if Wake Up... It'd be completely literally ballsy if he does, but Wake Up... I think it's Minuet Capture, since that's projectile invuln, could possibly catch out.
That just seems like a recipe for disaster. I would say
it would be. It would be ballsy.
Just barrier block. If he wants to play it safely, he might just barrier block it. And I think that should deal with it somewhat. I don't know. I don't like cats. So
I'm just thinking Rakestraw's pressure is actually pretty good. So I'm wondering how Default will deal with it.
Catches his fireball.
Playing some neutral, pushing out some big buttons. Goes immediately for the pressure. Actually stops the pressure early and goes back to neutral.
Catches
on the charge.
And goes to the corner. Doesn't punish the roll. But it
doesn't punish the roll, but immediately throw. Counter hit, bursts out.
Try to mash in something.
Ooh, trying to use the drive in the air.
DP. Ooh.
Mashes on
I
pressure.
think that was Marinus.
RC. Alright, just trying to make some more pressure. Goes for the throw, and now a kick. Take it.
Strike throwing in my Blaze Blue? Alright. Rakestraw must be a uni player. Oh, uni player strike throw.
Or a rock.
Ooh, man, dressing the grab.
Throw. Goes for a combo into it. Got some good heat levels. Goes for a counter hit as well.
And
Takes him to the corner.
Like I said before, Bullet does extremely good damage. And this is level 3 Bullet too. Ooh.
Default so far going for perfect with how much damage they've done.
Ooh,
oh, gets hit in the corner now. You can see a setup or possibly just some meaties after the knockdown. Oh, set up with a hairball. Goes for a high, but doesn't actually confirm off of it.
Ooh, the low start and have to burst out.
Keeping the corner, but still gets mashed again.
The jump out JC catches it and so they get Default to win. And now Default has overdrive. Ooh. Fatal counter starter. And this goes in the corner. Ooh, a little bit of a drop there.
Hits low again. Doing really good with these 2 Bs in the corner.
The overhead check catches the
burst it out of the corner. Hits again, goes into the corner.
Counter.
Let's see how much damage this can do, but actually misses. I wonder if that goes farther because it was a fatal counter. Maybe it wasn't expected. Oh, immediately goes for a super to reversal. Doesn't have any more meter to extend it.
That was straight corner to corner too. Ooh, counter hit too. And this is potentially... I don't think this kills, but...
I don't know this is death, but it's close. Has to go for another reset. Goes for the throw. Doesn't get teched, and that's going to be game 1 going to default setting. Very nice showing. See, like really showing us that Bullet does have some extreme damage when she wants to. With those levels, it's
the Jubei pressure.
Really nice. Not afraid to wake up super onto Jubei pressure either. Alright. Start of our second round and going in.
Catches out on the barrier. Ooh, again, the matches out. Goes to the heat up install.
Alright, now just getting put into Jubei pressure, but mashes out with the 2A. Goes for the overhead, but doesn't actually get it. Still going corner to corner now. Doesn't actually get the confirm. I think you have to dash up into the extra scissors. Oh, gets caught low again. Now getting put back in the corner. I think. No, actually just goes into the afterburner for an overhead, but mashes out.
The overhead starter.
Jubei going for the install super now. Alright, and now default's marked, but doesn't even matter because they just mash out again. They're just trying to end this. They might have enough damage if they make enough meter. They're close, but actually goes for reset, but that misses, I think. That may have been a reset. I don't know if that was a tech chance or not. Now being put back into the corner.
That trade.
Oh, wow!
That was an interesting
the IED
reaction.
Out of the corner with the drive normal just to catch. That's actually impressive. I didn't know that you could do that fast. Catches low again.
Those are not going to heat up. That's all Bullet needs. Ooh, fireball trades.
Yeah, we see default really does like prioritizing to go for these heat ups.
Attack out.
Goes for an overhead. Finally hits. 3.1 on that. Very nice. Now just trying to make some space with the flint shooter, but gets hit by Jubei. Just a mid-screen combo, doesn't go too far. Still marked now.
Just... Oh, my goodness. And this is game over.
And that's default setting, taking it 2-0 over Rakestraw. Very impressive.
Showing that he knows he can deal with the Jubei pressure. The strike throw players. You fool. Default's a non-essay. The non-essays know all about how to deal with a strike throw.
Yeah, they just mash.
Yep. You have a DP. You got really good 2A. Nanase is a pretty good character.
Honestly, I love Nanase. I just wish more people played her because I want to. I don't want to play Nanase myself. I just want to see people play her.
If you want to see really good Nanase, I don't know if you're familiar with 2GB Combo, one of the best out there.
I'm not.
The man with the like 17 button arcade stick, and some of them are like rectangular and vertical, and some of them are like diagonal and like. Just Google 2GB Combos arcade stick, yeah.
You are literally giving me a cursed image in my mind.
Yes. Alright, so we're gonna pop down to losers quarterfinals? Yes. Losers quarterfinals. I'm gonna go to the other side of the bracket. We're gonna play Malarky and Magus. We haven't seen Magus yet on stream. Malarky and Magus. Because Rakestraw just played, so I'm gonna keep switching up the order.
Yeah,
such a cool stick, says Imp. I don't know. You know the whole like something something Frankenstein's monster, but then you learn that Frankenstein was really the monster. That stick is the Frankenstein's monster of arcade sticks.
I don't know. Hitboxes just get weird.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so who did I say? Malarky.
If any of y'all have a picture,
Magus.
just send it to me. I want to see that.
I'll see if I can pull it up on the stream too.
Set that as the in between now.
Yeah, I didn't get to find a funny in between for this week.
This time it's just gonna be a cursed image of an arcade stick.
Yes, not even from a uni player. I wouldn't be surprised if 2Gig played Blaze Blue in the past too, but it's neither here nor there. But yeah, there's a few good Nanaseis out there. A lot of them came through to Climax. And we got to see a lot of them play there. Grey Faden, Wish, 2Gig. A lot of good Nanaseis came through.
Very, very nice.
Okay, there's Magus. I see a Taukaka avatar. Love it.
Ooh. I'd be so excited to see a Tau. I'd be so excited to see Tau. Tau is one of my favorite characters just for how silly she can be.
Tau is like Jubei, but a lot faster. Tau is basically this Blaze Blue chip. She is the mix machine. The
only difference is that her damage is extremely low. And
in Blaze Blue, the game of trading, you don't want to. Low damage is kind of a no-no.
Low damage, and I think also tied for lowest health in the game. Yes, at 10k health, she has one of the lowest health pools in the game. I knew there was 3. That's actually kind of sad. The other 2 characters with low health are Ragna and Silica, who both have healing, while Tau actually doesn't have any way of healing.
Don't forget Carl. He's got the lowest health in the game.
Does he?
We'll feel bad for him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's small.
What? No, I'm not feeling bad for you. I'm not feeling bad for you.
I'm never feeling bad for Carl.
Ada.
Come on.
You literally have 2 health bars.
He's difficult to play.
Look at this.
So is half the roster.
Look at this Carl player downplaying his main. You truly hate to see it.
I swear my character's difficult just looping unblockables.
I swear, if I get touched, I die.
Doesn't that me? We gotta start the match. We'll give them another second. No, yeah, I kid. I play all the characters. So I'm looking for my Persona character as well while we got a minute here. So I need to find that character that I can, like, claim I'm working really hard with, even though I'm not.
Honestly, Ken is up there in terms of I'm working really hard, but I'm really not. Because it's not even Ken.
I can see you playing Ken or Shabris.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, those were the 2 that were, like, up on my list.
Yeah. Both puppet characters, both literally just like, look at how much I'm working! Ken literally just doing his auto combo 3 times and then using Koromaru to do one thing to reset his auto combo.
Yes. I've seen also, I think this got patched out, but I believe
Infinite blockstring Ken.
Kuramaru will still move when Ken gets hit as long as the move started. So like I've seen combos get interrupted. I think that got
was
patched.
Out.
Yeah.
That was patched out in 2.0. Thankfully, because yes, Kuramaru used to say, as long as you inputted the move before Ken got hit, he would still go.
Yeah.
So
Bring
yeah,
that back, please.
No.
Yeah. Bring that
That's
back.
literally like just having Eddie just be like, "Did you just hit my man's? I'm about to start clapping."
Exactly. I need that. I'm also looking at Naoto. I think a Naoto would be a character I would enjoy.
For your happy chaos side, possibly.
Exactly.
But
I'm simple man, honestly. It's if they got a gun or a dog, or in some rare cases both, I want to play them.
You can also play Labrys. Labrys is an honest character. Not Labrys. Yukari. This is where I downplay my. This is
how did you get that name so mixed up?
Is Yukari the Pink Ranger? She's got the bow. And,
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
She's an honest character unless Shigiri into Awakening, and then
we were actually talking about this earlier. It was literally just about P4. That explains half the roster. They're a pretty honest character. Just don't get them into Awakening. You'll hate everything.
Oh, so if Awakening's the problem, you can, the shadow characters, it must be fair then, right?
Exactly.
2.0. Gotta love all the shadow characters.
Alright, we'll talk about Persona later. Once the game gets rollback, we'll talk about Persona.
Yep.
Speaking of rollback, we have our first Rachel.
No, this is our second Rachel.
Oh, our first Rachel in the bracket.
Okay, yeah. So I was remembering we had a different Rachel before. Let's see, this one might be a bit different. Last time we saw our Rachel go for a lot of instant overheads. Now we're just seeing a lot more zoning. Oh. Wow, it's actually impressive to see Malarky this time be the person on the approach side. We usually see them be on the fatal counter. Usually see them on the more back foot, just trying to zone out with projectiles, but instead they're just rushing in with the overheads.
I think that Rachel just tried to use her 4B. 4B is an overhead. Don't use that overhead. Or you can, but if you get counter hit, you're gonna have a bad day. And she's just trying to use the wind to get out of the way. Not really engaging, which is not a good thing to do. Rachel can she can play far back, but she also really wants to get in and just overhead you to death.
Depending on who you ask, Rachel is actually a zoner originally, so she's actually somewhat meant for this, especially pushing with the wind so they can manipulate you into the projectiles and all the lightning. But against Izayoi, with all of her teleporting in her own specific air dash, is actually a lot harder to manipulate her movement with the wind.
Interesting.
Oh, goes for another electric chair. Well, there's George, just not even caring. Alright, we saw the OD pop, but just both players just hitting one. Alright. Changes back forms. Seeing some more mix. Blocks the DP, but doesn't actually punish it. Fatal counter, though. Burst out immediately.
It's just a 2C.
That's actually 2C. I thought this one that was her reversal. Alright. Alright, just resetting pressure again. Just trying to get something with these overheads. Actually confirms off of it. Very nice. Malarky taking game 1.
Pretty just aggressively, too. Magus is just letting Malarky play the game.
Honestly, I'm really impressed with Malarky. They've really been improving on the faults I had last time with them. They're doing really good with these overhead confirms and also just making sure to finish their combos. Doing really good this time. And we're seeing them go immediately again for some more pressure. No more fireball game, just wanting to get this done with.
Oh, again,
goes low.
Oh, didn't punish that overhead.
Goes low, switches stances. Just tries to go for more pressure. So the 3C actually goes and blocks the projectiles, apparently. The electric chair. Oh, goes in for another full combo. Doing some decent damage. Resets it with the... Oh wow, those are some whiff buttons. but
And that's a
still
perfect.
makes it with a perfect. Gotta love
Match
when you
point for,
whiff buttons in their face and you still get a perfect.
I'm not whiffing buttons. It's called rebeating.
Rebeating in a game with Gatlings, yes. Alright. Seeing some more pressure, just using the wind to only get out of the corner, not actually using it to ever manipulate projectiles or Malarky at all. Just trying to be very basic, always using this electric chair.
Chinese chair is like as a get off me button. Not a good option.
It's not that good.
No.
It's gets hit by the overhead again. I think that's it.
Game.
Oh, they dropped the combo. But it doesn't matter because they didn't barrier block the projectile, and I think they actually got chipped out.
Right, let's check this replay.
I want to see, because gets hit by the overhead, continues the combo, drops the combo after that.
Oh, I don't think that was. Wait, that might have been a block.
That was a block. It was chipped.
Okay.
Yeah, it was chipped.
It was chipped.
Wow.
Well, you dropped the combo, but your projectile had your back.
Watch out for the projectile, homies.
I heard you two talking about the cat chair. That is Rachel's 2C. 3C is like a spiky, spinny move that's really good with the wind.
I realized that afterwards. I played a small amount of Rachel because at one point I thought about learning her. She's a difficult character.
In CT, I played Rachel when she was like
really
busted, yeah.
Wow. So you didn't actually go and play Carl there?
I switched to Carl eventually, but I played Rachel. I played Rachel, Carl, kind of alternating. But I also didn't know what being good at fighting games meant back then, so who knows.
So you know what I'm hearing, guys? It sounds like Ryan was always a top tier
I've
player.
never picked a low tier in my life.
Top tier enthusiast.
Deadass. I've never picked a low tier. Why would I pick a low tier character?
Wait, hold up. Now that I think about it.
Never.
Don't you play like Coma in Multi Blood?
No, I play Roa.
Oh gosh, I hate you.
Oh, for God's sake. Wait. Are we talking about MBAC or Lumina?
I thought you also
Lumina.
played Pot and Strive at first.
Okay.
Pot's not low tier.
Oh yeah,
Pot's
I forgot.
like top 6.
Crap.
Never played a low tier in my life. I played Geo into Pot into Chaos. Yeah,
Goodness.
cringe.
Here I am, just being a mid-tier warrior and feeling pain.
Right
over here, like, eating well.
There's the meme that's like, oh man, my character sucks, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, my friend, you selected this character on Character Select. And that I saw something to that effect maybe like 15 years ago. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Sanford Kelly's right.
You just enjoy top tiers. I enjoy mid tiers, and I feel pain for it.
I want the money to work for me. I ain't trying to work for the money. That's what Sanford Kelly said. And I'm like, yes, that is so true.
And then you have the true Chad, the character loyalists, who from generation to generation still pick that character. I'm not a Blaze character loyalist. If you would send me back to CP, I'll probably just play Rachel. I'll probably play Rachel Arakune. Wait.
In a game that patches so what's the word? Volatile. Like the patches in this game are so swingy. You cannot be loyal to a character in this game. In my opinion.
I tried. I used to play Noelle. Oh no.
Heck W.
What have they done?
I mean, depending on which Noelle you're playing, you could be playing a good one. You could be playing the best Noelle, or
yeah, I just have to go back 2 games in order to play a decent Noelle.
Oh no, I'm talking about CF technically. You could technically play top tier Noelle.
Yeah, sure.
Guys, I'm not sure I'm here, trust me.
But either way, now we have Flesk versus Rakestraw. So we saw Rake was the Jubei player. Having trouble remembering who... Oh, no, Flesk was our Tsubaki player, if I remember correctly.
Yes, another Tsubaki enjoyer.
Yes. Tsubaki versus Jubei. A very strange one. Now that I think about it as well, I wonder if we're going to be seeing Flesk go for stocks this time or not. Because
I think if he was having trouble with Kagura with trying to get stocks, you're gonna really struggle with Jubei trying to get stocks on a Jubei.
that is true. But I don't know. I feel like you kind of need it. That's one of your major game plans when playing Tsubaki. But
yeah. What you could do
goes.
here is go for the round star OD overdrive and just get stocks that way. It's really helpful in matches where you are getting stocks as a pain is troublesome. Not a lot of punishes to round star OD too.
All right, and I think we might have to say it verbally, but all right, Flesk, you can ready up and start the match. Since it seems like Regstraw's already ready to enter.
Oh, I just realized
right,
he was using Ada as a hat. This is not pleased the right. That doesn't please right.
Right, and so we do see the Tsubaki Jubei.
Alright, conciliation. Coliseum.
Ooh, Coliseum.
This is rollback, guys. We can pick any stage now. Coliseum is not a bad stage.
That Coliseum is not. And it's not Coliseum silent. It's just Coliseum. The wheel of fate is turning. Remember correctly, there's a difference.
Also, I think also Gate. Oh.
Yeah, Old Gate was a net
overhead.
Oh, actually mashes out, but not a counter hit this time. Gets put into the corner. Immediate Jubei pressure as we see. Was that an instant overhead? I actually don't know.
I'm gonna say yes since they have blocked. Oh, and there's a strike through again.
Yep. But bursted out immediately just to get things back into the mid screen. Goes for a throw. So we've seen Rakestraw really like going for throws since they can actually get a really nice combo off it with putting them back down in the corner.
Oh, that was...
Doesn't actually do much.
Oh, the parry.
Now just going back mid-screen. They're actually getting stocks this time, but not really doing much with it. Now, once again, would like to see them actually be in the air to do that so they can be a little bit safer. Goes for the install.
Nice.
Now just going for some pressure. Let's see how they use the install and pressure, if anything, because I'd like to see them use the actual teleport dashes to just keep them in the corner. But instead, just doesn't matter. It's just 2A.
Blocks the anti-air.
All right, now on to round 2. Immediate fatal counter. Just gonna get pushed into the corner. Do they actually have this combo? Just doing some really nice damage. Getting put down in the corner. 3.4 tries to dash through so they can cross up, but it's put back into the corner. Just mashes out, but once again another mash out just puts them back into the corner. Tries to roll through, gets hit for it, but not much.
Overhead RC and the burst.
Now we're just seeing things go back to neutral. Gets a nice hit with the jump in. Doing something with the stock, just actually going into the corner. There's the drop. Doesn't really do anything off the roll catch. Just getting put back down. Blue B into hairball setup.
Fireball. Into the overhead RC. And this is the kill.
That's it. Game 1 goes to Rakestraw.
And we see how this game's gonna play out. Rakestraw is just going in, putting Flesk in the corner, making sure they can't really get their game plan started.
But we did see at the very least a little bit more from Flesk here, going for some stocks actually. Used it in their combos, and it seems pretty nice. I just really want to see them actually go for that game plan a little bit more. Because once they do, they do pretty decently with it. Getting off another mash out of the pressure right now. They're doing pretty decent with these mashes. But I'm wondering just how well they can do it. Just tapping tapping their D button so they can get a little bit of stock, but it doesn't really get much.
Oh,
Throw.
parry gets countered.
Roll gets catched by the 5A. It's caught. So now actually level 1 stock, but in the corner, jumps out, gets hit, counter hit, burst.
Gets burst out.
So many
fireball.
interactions.
Ooh, trying to catch it with an anti-air. Ooh, but the unit gets blocked and it gets punished. Into reset?
And that's round 1. A
This
lot of
is
things
match
happening
point for
really
Rake.
quickly. Immediate
Ooh,
counter hit.
now
Let's see
start.
that get put into the corner maybe? Catches the roll actually. American resets. Another counter hit.
American
Doesn't do
reset.
anything off of it. Ooh. I don't even know if that's an overhand or anything, if that was just not even a mash actually, because that wasn't counter hit. Oh, I think that was a DP. Just DPing in neutral.
Oh yeah, that is Tsubaki's DP. Here, she can actually combo from a DP. Ooh, counter hit starter.
Very nice.
Catches
But
him
do we
dash
see this
in.
get put into the corner? Yes, we will. Forget
Ooh,
Tsubaki's
catch the roll. Goes to OD. Bit of a greedy
counter
OD
hit, but doesn't do
here.
anything
No
with
burst. Oh.
I'm gonna see them go into EA or no? No, because they dropped the combo. Goes for the install super. Just dashes through them. Still gets hit with a. I think that was a
Catches the anti-air.
5B.
Probably anti-air. And even the Flex is doing these round start 5Bs. Yeah, he's trying to catch Rake trying to be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Be
5B
interesting if
is
he
a
tried to
pretty,
get parries.
5B is one of the longer buttons from Tsubaki, so yeah, they're just trying to poke out. But now getting put back into pressure, just trying to jump out, goes back mid-screen. Catching with the long 5B. Mashes 2A on approach, but still gets hit out of it. Another counter hit now. Not really doing much out of these counter hits anymore. Burst out of the corner, trying to go back mid-screen.
And this Jubei is an active flow. He had with OD up, no burst on the table.
At least 50 meters, so he has the install if he wants.
One could confirm we'll see the deal here for Rake here, but here's Plus with the confirm here.
Yeah,
that goes. We're gonna go into the corner. Into the corner.
Close enough. Oh, but now with the sword Oki.
First time we actually seen Plus do this tournament. Oh, and this is
goes for a throw, and that's it.
Strike throw.
Throw on wake up. We've seen Rake do that a couple of times before now. Seems to be an option that they really enjoy. Just doing a lot in the corner, just trying to get some stuff off. I realized that there was a lot of counter hits that they would basically get 1 to 2 hits in and then just kind of let the combo drop. I'm really wondering if that was just them not realizing that they could do more off of a counter hit, or not even realizing that they got the hit to begin with.
I've had interactions with that where you don't expect a hit, so you kind of just somewhat autopilot, but you're not able to like confirm more off of it because you weren't processing it at the time.
Yeah, just a lot of counter hits that match. But still, I do think Flesk did pretty decently in that one. I would like to see them do more things with generating stocks. Once again, think that if they just tried to generate more stocks in the air to try to be safer, and while just getting it more while they're on their way down, it would have been a really nice thing so that their combos would be a little bit better. Trying to get stocks is one of Tsubaki's like biggest problems, but it's also what makes or breaks her.
One thing that also I would like to see him do more is we saw in the last game, Sword Super Oki. It's actually pretty reliable like knockdown option for Tsubaki. They didn't go for it. They only did it once, but I would like to see him go for it more.
Yeah, they didn't really do so much with their meter. So I think if they went for the Sword Oki a bit more, or possibly utilized the DPRC that we've seen from other players here, they could have done a little bit more. But I do still applaud them for doing at least the one time the bananas super. Because if they get that down, I think they'll be doing pretty nicely. But we still do see that that Rakestraw goes on to the next round, which would be going up against Malarky in quarterfinals.
It's actually semifinals. I just noticed that I made that mistake. There was a round added.
Yeah.
Or subtracted,
So
I should say. Yeah. So that was losers quarters prior. Now we have winners finals. It's going to be Flak Maniac versus default setting. First to 3.
This is gonna be good.
And it should be a slugfest.
This is gonna be the battle of whoever kills each other, what kill the other fastest.
That is generally how fighting games go.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but both of these characters have really,
Sorry, I had to.
they have explosive damage output. Kagura a bit easier than Bullet, but it's because Bullet needs heat. But it's not hard for Bullet to get that heat levels.
The hardest part about it is just Bullet trying to get in. Once again, with that step dash, makes it a little bit harder for her. And plus, Kagura with just really big normals that Bullet does not have. She's very stubby. Her biggest normals are just going to be her drive normals, which, while, yeah, they're really nice, they're kind of easy to read.
Yep.
And I think there's only one of them that's actually plus on block. If any.
I would be surprised if any were, yeah.
Actually, two of them. Two of them are plus.
Well, look at that.
But it requires levels. If not, they're just even. It's actually impressive that they're even at level 0. But at level 1, 2, they're at a +4. And they both add expiration.
Interesting.
But JD is the one that you would generally see the most from Bullet players, and that one is a little bit weird. I think it has recovery all the way to landing. So if they can get a button that's big enough to actually hit that, which I'm almost certain Kagura does, that would be pretty bad. And we know default has their confirms down pretty well, but I don't think we've actually seen Flak drop a combo yet. And we've known that their combos do massive amounts of damage. And Bullet takes a little bit of time to get those levels in order to actually match the damage.
The only round side goes for the medium jump barrier. Doesn't try to catch out any jump interactions. It is both these players just trying to fish out normals. Projectiles cancel each other out here. Ooh,
which is surprising. Generally, Kagura's projectile has one of the highest priorities in the game for projectiles. It usually goes through everything. So
Tracy jump in.
Wow.
Ooh, doesn't he?
Just has some actual levels. So if they get a hit in here, both counter hit mashing. Goes for the overhead. Are we going to see the side swap again? No, actually, same side for a reset. Side swaps now to be put back in the corner. Actually, Bullets now has the higher priority. Guess what the levels? But I think that's going to be it. That's going to be round 1 going to Flak. That wasn't even a full combo. You could have continued that. Yeah, Kaugra is just going to be doing a lot of damage here. We're going to have to see default really put the heat on him. Pun not intended.
And this corner carries pretty well here. But rolls out here. Doesn't punish the roll out.
But now we see Flak being closer to the corner, but still getting a hit in. Can side swap, but doesn't choose to. Instead, we're just going to continue pushing.
Counter hit of starter. And this is going to just carry to the corner. Goes for heat up here.
Baits the DP.
And a fatal counter.
We didn't actually even get to see an RC because I don't think it was on block.
I don't think so either. Ooh.
Just catching out now with these projectiles. Jumping over doesn't hit with the JC, but still just trying to put some more pressure in. Backdash is out. Wait, is Afterburner actually projectile involved? Right, just going back in, barrier blocking, and gets hit low.
2C fishing, and he gets hit with 2C. That's one of Flak up the game now. These 2Cs are kind of putting in work here. Just catching default on the approach.
I'm looking now. Afterburner is actually a guard point. Wow. That's actually quite impressive.
Guard point. Ooh, jumps to fireball here, but then gets to a
And
mash
actually
out
get to
here.
cross
Goes
up
to
low.
he gets to heat up here, but Kaugra again catches up with these long normals.
We're seeing
Oh,
Default
that was
really
good.
prioritize going for these afterburners after a knockdown, but Flak has just been mashing after all of them, just knowing that they can still catch on it. I think Default, it might actually be smarter just to go for immediate after a knockdown, but right now I don't think they're getting a chance. That's immediate overhead RC, and that's death.
RC.
Alright.
Ooh, I need to needs to change your gameplay here, because if ooh, it
Gets hit with the... Right? Seeing them now, just going to be taking some corner carry, but gets mashed on. Afterburner rolls out, fatal counter, but doesn't actually get anything off of it because they got counter hit themselves.
Ooh, JC
Burst
counter
move.
hit.
Goes for JC in.
With the jump in.
Bullet actually has levels this time, so this can do some decent damage. We can still get some meaty with a
Ooh, and the
JC.
JC jump in. And this is that's what this is. This is a lot of damage here. And
Goes for the super. They can cash out because they have full bar. Yep. Doesn't do enough though.
Okay. I lost that
Default
little
setting
kill.
backing up a little bit, just trying to go for a JC. To end
JC
it.
jump in.
These JCs are putting in work for default setting now. Doesn't seem like Flak knows how to guard his dome right now. Oh, actually anti-airs him. That's surprising. Flak has been not really going for much aerial approach, so seeing that anti-air is actually pretty nice.
Oh,
alright, just goes in with a low...
Goes over to heat up.
Fatal counter into burst.
I think he tried to jump in with the overhead and he immediately bursted it. He really bursted it.
Are we going to be going coast to coast with this? No. But very close. Rapid. Just keeping the pressure. Doesn't want to let default out. They know if they let default out, then they can just easily be killed. Is that a command throw? I actually don't remember if Kagura had a command throw. Alright. Just continues now. Still going. How much damage does this cash out to?
3.8. Oh, jumps to super here. On reaction.
Doesn't even matter, but now they're closer to the corner. Still got hit by the... Still gets hit by a projectile and just doesn't block their feet. But there is still one more game since this is winners finals. So now we can see default's at a really large deficit, but we've seen from the last BFT that they don't care. They can work pretty well under pressure. So let's see if they can adapt. Immediate jump D. Still tries to pick up on a no roll with the JC. Maniac capture gets hit because it's not strike invuln. Blocking decently well, but tries to walk up. Alright, this is going to be doing some good damage. 4k off that confirm. Oh,
RC at the burst is.
Burst.
Ooh, JC catches his jump in.
Missing the scissors.
Oh, the blue beat. It's a good kill.
And it kills.
Ooh.
Round 1 going to Flak. Default has to make this perfect now. Cannot lose a round. Yeah, match point for Flak now.
Ooh,
actually safe jumps for the DPF, but doesn't actually get anything off of it, but gets a throw now. Gets a decent combo with the afterburner. Actually, Default's now choosing to backdash after doing afterburner so he doesn't get mashed on, but loses a lot of pressure that way. But still goes in with this fatal counter. 4.5 already. 5.1. This combo is doing massive amounts of damage. Will we see any spend? No, this is exceeding 7k. 7.4 off of one fatal counter. Default setting knows their actual combos and knows how much damage they can do. This is one hit away now. Let's see. Flak has to play this really well, just on an immediate instant overhead RC.
He's doing it. He's in active flow with overdrive.
Okay. Whiffs the super. Gets hit with an overhead. I think this is it. Burst immediately from Default. Maniac capture. This can kill, but doesn't actually get anything. The pressure right now is intense. Just throwing fireballs from both of them. Gets hit because he chose to press 2C to try to catch a run-in. Gets hit by the fireball. Default setting now with a lifeline, has to win this next round, but immediately goes with the anti-air.
Jump.
Now just fireballs game again.
Trying to
set up some
fireball
Kagura pressure.
Oh,
for that.
counter hit.
Constant counter hits from the Kagura. These can do damage, but drops the combo. Now just setting back to full screen, trying to get with the afterburner. Default setting looking decent, but now is getting put into more Kagura pressure. Goes for the overhead. Combo's fully off this. Whew.
Oh,
this time the Wake Super actually worked, going coast to coast with this. Getting put in the corner, gets put back mid-screen. Just doesn't like the idea of having his time up.
Oh, the J jumps to JC. And 2C gets hit by the JC. Oh, JC gets hit again.
Burst out.
That's a burst out. This is a one-touch game for both players. Bullet has heat up. I think 2 levels right now. Ooh. He's watching.
Yeah, but the levels are gonna be gone now.
Oh, it pops.
Chooses to guard point with that.
Oh, he's somebody overhead.
This is dead. This is death. And there we go. And that is one game for default setting a very nice comeback, especially off that fatal counter. That was amazing. Honestly, a very good fatal counter. If we can see something like that again from default setting, we might be able to see just a huge sway.
In the momentum.
Yeah. Let's see if Flak can get himself mentally prepared from that. I don't know about you, but if I got hit by that, I would be shaken. But still keeps going with his pressure. Getting some nice hits goes with the throw. Right? Getting put back in the corner. Default not wanting that and just bursts out. Maniac capture on the...
out, but he gets hit.
Yep. It doesn't go that far, especially not without levels, I think. Rolls off of the... Just trying to continue with the pressure with the fireballs. These fireballs are doing pretty decently against Kagura's. It's not every day that Kagura has to deal with a fireball going through his.
Oh, using the drive to just stop momentum. Oh, the 2C catches it though.
All right, once again, same thing as before. Match point from Flak, but a counter hit immediately for default setting, going immediate into the afterburner.
Into a counter hit from Kagura. Oh, DP does not get punished.
Really liking the afterburner Oki, but I don't know. He just keeps putting himself into a bad spot afterwards. Doesn't even get to use the levels that he made. But now just going for the DP. Safe jumps the flash kick, but has to burst after it.
Ooh, block
doesn't go for the overhead, but actually gets...
Oh, the doesn't fall off the grab. Ooh,
backdashes and gets hit by the overhead. That overhead is really active.
And this is... Oh, it does not kill. But this is the one... This is... Oh, and the 2C confirms it. That's finished the game.
2C. It's once again, Bullet does not have those long buttons as Kagura does. You see Bullet whiff a couple moves and Kagura just knows, yeah, I can press something. That overhead, very active. You can't really backdash Kagura's pressure really easily since most of his buttons are quite active.
Ooh, that was just a whip. That was a whip punish there from Kagura. You hate to see it.
Whiff punish on the 2B for Bullet. Kagura's 2C.
Black Maniac will go to Grand Finals winner side. Thank you also to Sevs for the Prime sub. Thanks, Sevs. Good to see you. Hope all is well. So that will drop default into losers finals to play against the winner of Rakestraw and Malarky in this first to 2.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, Flak has been doing really well. Their combos, their confirms, it's just getting so much pressure off. They've been doing really well, but default still seeming to be alive after all that. That fatal counter, I gotta say that
that was a lot of damage.
That was hype.
This is losers semifinals.
And this is a rematch, I believe. I could be wrong.
Let me look at the bracket. Malarky versus Rakestraw was
not.
Nope.
Was that a rematch? Okay.
It is not a rematch.
No. So this will be Izayoi versus Jubei.
Yes.
Right? Yes. So this
Very
is gonna
mobile
be
character.
a fun one. Two very mobile characters. One that's more mobile on the ground, and the other more mobile in the air, though. Jubei, I think, is at a slight disadvantage here, considering Izayoi has a lot of projectiles that Jubei can't necessarily deal with. Especially considering his projectile doesn't do all too much in a fireball war.
Also, is your IAD to IAD overheads will be kind of concerned because unless it doesn't really hit Jubei that well because he's considered crouching. I don't know the interaction.
Well, it should still hit because an instant overhead will generally be hitting a crouching opponent. Alright, so we get to see immediate projectiles as I expected. Alright, but actually we're not going for a fireball war, we're just going to be continuing to stay in their face, throwing projectiles instead of actually mist finders.
Ooh, backdash gets a trade-off here.
Now some extra Jubei pressure, which is not what I was expecting. I was expecting Malarky to try and just zone off a bit, but instead just rushes back in with the combo. Nice overhead. Continues, just teleports, drops the combo. But doesn't matter, they get to get a projectile and teleport behind. One of the easiest tricks in the Izayoi book.
Simple trick in this. Here's a little lesson trickery. Just hit him from both sides.
You do a little mischief here.
They can't block
Jumping over the projectile.
Sandwich.
This is a counter hit for the Jubei, but burst out from Malarky.
Ooh,
another counter hit.
Another counter hit too.
Gotta love these beginner brackets. Gotta get to see all the counter hits. Oh wow, Russian.
Players just not respecting buttons. Ooh, that RC.
Instant
nice
overhead RC. Continuing the combo. Gets another pickup into a fireball setup.
Dangles gets off me. Goes to the fireball mix up again.
Drops the combo in the same place as before.
Drop there.
I don't think they're hitting. They're either not hitting 9 or they're just wanting to get a super jump that they're not actually getting.
It might be just in not hitting 29 because I've had those too with when I was labbing Izanami combos. I don't get 9. I just get like a weird. I hit like the weird dead zone between 8 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
There's sometimes 8.
Yeah, sometimes that does happen.
Don't play on pad. I mean you can't. I guess you could play on pad, but the downside of playing on pad, dead zones are annoying to deal with.
Yep.
Right,
seeing a couple misfinders and projectiles, goes for a low. Oh, Jubei steals back his turn. OD to guard point through. Alright, just continuing the pressure for Jubei. Just mashing out. Just gotta love Izayoi mashes. Just
I
try
love
and
mashing
find
in general.
something. Oh, mashing is the most fun part about fighting games.
Again with these 2A mashes.
These projectiles are really doing well. But now just oof.
DP. That was a brave DP. And it worked out for him. Match point from Malarky. That's a parry on jump start. Kind of ballsy.
Probably wanting to see if they can get a parry off on the mist finder that Malarky has been starting off with. Getting out of the corner now. I thought they were gonna get pushed back in, but no, it just drops the combo. Everything's back to mid screen now. Alright.
2A staggers. This fighter gets blocked here. This projectile, this picture with these Sonic Sabers.
I still think that Jubei's having a hard time with having to deal with the projectiles. Gets a nice combo put down into the corner. 3.2. Very nice combo from Malarky. Like, now gets mashed out on his pressure.
Ooh.
Oh, the parry does not work on OD.
So they would have find a gap in the OD from him and then immediate EA. And that was an active flow too, so it was just strong, easy 4K.
And that's a very quick, very quick 2-0.
So we have a losers. We have a losers finals. It's going to be Malarky versus Default. These gamers have faced each other in winners grand finals of the last BFT. Let's see.
No, they faced in winners finals. Grand finals was Silica.
Yeah.
They faced
Cecilia
in winners finals.
Yeah, I said winners finals.
Yep. You said grands.
Okay.
I heard winners. Okay, I don't know.
I heard grand finals.
I might be tripping too. Oh, sorry. I just punched my microphone. Oh my god.
Believe me, I do it all the time.
All right. So we do have losers finals. So default setting versus Malarky. We will run this first to 3.
All right, gamers. I know you can't hear me, but I know you can hear me. If one of you puts conciliation, you will get all of the bias.
Who messaged me?
So you've seen it before. If I remember correctly, default lost, and that's why we had Malarky in winner's side grand finals before.
Correct.
So I'm wondering, default now has been showing really well, even making it further into the winner's side than Malarky. But honestly, I'm really enjoying how Malarky has been changing everything up. I've actually been really improving with all of the combos, no longer dropping, just making sure that they get the confirms right. This will be fun. I think this will be fun. All right, we got both players in already.
All right, they're ready to go. And they are.
All right. Bullet versus Izayoi. This is once again a little bit more difficult for Bullet, just because Bullet does not have much in aerial combat. Izayoi is all about that. Then we also have to deal with all the projectiles.
Malarky, okay. Malarky, I saw that, Malarky. You're trying to mix me. I'm not falling for it.
The tease. But it's so fun.
Cecilia makes me for. I'm not getting my hopes up for these gamers. But let's see if Bullet can squash this fly.
All right. Immediately starting out with another projectile. Going with the Mistfinder's projectiles.
Oh.
Okay. Izayoi's projectile actually goes above Bullet's, unlike Kagura's did.
Maybe because the projectile size it's small enough to just go over. Which means the Bullet can't really use these to trade. Speaking of trading,
okay. This combo is actually doing pretty nicely, but doesn't actually get any meaty, so it just gets mashed on. Going back full screen, DP doesn't get anything off it, misses the meaty instant overhead.
Immediate dead angle just needs to get off of it. Bullet adds heat and meter, which is concerning. Ooh, damage to overhead has burst here. Bit of a hero burst. I would advise saving it there.
Probably thinking that if they win the second round, they can probably have their burst back for the third.
Ooh.
And going for the anti-air grab. Baits the DP and burst afterwards. It was a fatal counter, I think.
It was a fatal counter.
Alright.
Ooh. Tetris trying to press a button on Wake Up.
But gets counter hit when they actually go for the stance change.
Overhead. Doesn't confirm from the overhead. Dead angles again. Just Marionette dash. Oh, jumps to 2A. Jump to teleport to 2A here. Knows that the Malarky's trying to do that for that's his most common mix-up. Doesn't block the level.
Yeah, it might be nice to see Malarky every now and again go for the overhead after the teleport, just to mix up his opponents a bit more. But instead, now we're just seeing default going in This could possibly kill if he spends it all, and it does.
Just solid, just casual doing 4K. And this, I guess he had a point, but like Default was able to get his overdrive back. Ooh, kind of your own round story.
But Malarky's about to have their overdrive back too.
Ooh,
so we got burst on both sides. OD spent by Malarky.
Ooh,
goes for the teleport low again.
Doesn't jump to teleport this time. Goes straight into the corner, into a safe jump here. Ooh, barrier blocks here.
Yeah, they seem to really like going for the overhead after a knockdown. Oh, wow, was that a clash on JD?
I think that was an interesting clash scenario here. Ooh, block jumps away from the overhead starting from bullet. Ooh, jumps in here, has to burst here.
I don't think we're going to be seeing burst back for either player. Maybe Malarky.
Well, the trades are not going
Malarky seems to be getting it.
And back to the corner. Goes to hit up here.
Tries to bait out a DP, gets a counter.
I think blocked it low.
You see burst now from Malarky, so we're going to be going immediately into the super, so he can't burst any more of this damage.
Ooh,
DPRC. Here. Burst is still on board, but just goes for the teleport low. I was hoping that Default could possibly mash, but it is difficult to mash when you have the sabers set up. It's one of the reasons why Izayoi has some of the safest mix in this game, just because just with the sabers she can always just keep her teleports really safe. I wonder if it would be a better idea for Default to spend his meter on dead angles just to get some relief from the pressure. That's for the anti-air throw.
Interesting point, but I think maybe he's not doing it so much because a lot of Izayoi just like it spends a lot of airborne, as we see here. So there's not really a good point to dead angle.
That is partly true. Oh, gets him with the JD. Continues putting him in the corner. A lot of people have been getting hit by the meaty JC from Default, but doesn't get anything off this time. Ooh, actually good blocks from Default. Ooh, but gets caught. Was that a fully charged good crush?
Maybe.
Catches again with another JD. Jumping over the sabers while also trying to get something out. That was actually a pretty smart idea from Default, but gets caught out anyways. We will see that again. Hopefully that doesn't discourage Default too much.
No, okay, ooh. That was interesting blockage of the Sonic Saber.
Yeah. I think it would actually be a pretty smart idea for Default to use the guard point of Afterburner for blocking some of these projectiles. You want Malarky to kind of approach you. Pops OD here needs to reset the game, reset the pressure here. 2A starting here, and this is gonna go to the corner. This one gets some simple confirm here. Go into heat. Probably gonna go for JC.
Okay. Already
doesn't actually get the hit. Here.
Has the barrier block.
Alright.
Gets clipped by overhead here. Gets clipped with a low here as well. Ooh, Miss Maniac is blocked it. Ooh, try to...
Doesn't actually go through. If I remember correctly, that super, while Default's been using it that way, I don't think it's an actual reversal. Or maybe
I don't know if that was a commit. I don't know if that was a grab super or if that was the charge. The one that takes you corner to corner.
Yeah. Both supers have a small amount of invuln, but it's not that long. I love that they have Bullet has one super that is literally just one frame of invuln. So if you actually invuln with that was fate. It's a counter hit now, just goes more with the Afterburner. Just trying to keep the pressure on, but it's hard for him to really stick. Alright, goes for the DPs.
Oh,
Gets
DPs
hit.
This blocked by the hit. Blocks. Hit guard is blocked. Gets in the counter. Goes in the corner. Getting hit by your projectiles here.
Is that a stance switch in the air while trying to pressure? A little strange. Default in active flow right now. Gets a nice fatal counter hit.
Fatal counter. And this is
3.2.
100 meter.
And we've seen what they do after that, but no, just doesn't do anything. Maybe that was a missed 720.
Daniel says, "Get off me."
Still continuing. They still have the heat, so they can still do tons of damage if they get a hit. Misses with the 2B. Bursts out.
Had to burst out, otherwise this was game. Ooh, best game anyway.
Missed finder.
Ooh, this is a bad scenario. Now burst up. No, Malarky about to get burst. This is match point. No burst on the table.
Default's been here before.
Goes to here. He has to get some heat here.
The Afterburner's been helping them quite often, so it might be nice. Goes low again. Another Afterburner. Max levels, I think, gets a hit.
Try to OD during a pressure gap and jumps to EA. Malarky probably assuming there is a pressure gap they use and just try to OD EA, but Default is kind of just backed up for there. So now there is no burst on the table for both players.
Yeah, I'm wondering a little bit about Default. They've been really backing off for pressure a lot. I don't think that's something you really want to do here, considering every time you do, you're just giving Malarky more chances. And Malarky now just going back in, cleaning up their combos from before and just getting a nice hit.
Game.
That should be game, yeah. And there we go. Malarky 3-0 over Default setting.
Very strong showing. They're just able to just keep the momentum up, and Default barely got time. Didn't get any real time to just go in and get the game plan going.
I really think after a little bit of thought, it may have been, instead of dead angle, I would have liked to see Default possibly use RC and pressure just so that they can stick closer to Malarky. Like even just seeing Maniac capture RC just so they can have a dash to get closer and just restart pressure. Maybe something like that. Because once you let them out of pressure, you're just giving them every chance to get out, to fly back, just throw more projectiles, and that's not a place that you want to be.
Alright, that brings us to our grand finals. One of these two will emerge victorious, become our next beginner champion for BBCF, our 7th. We're approaching the halfway mark for a 16-person invitational bracket. The loser will get another shot in 2 weeks.
All right, and this one is a run back for Malarky and Flak. They met up in round.
Flak was able to just put a really strong showing.
Yep, they went 2-0. So I'm wondering if Malarky will change up how they played, or if they're just going to try again. Oh, and we see S's theme. All right.
They knew. Malarky. Now I'm required to show bias here.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be the unbiased voice here. So now we're just gonna be seeing some more pressure from Kagura. Goes for the overhead fast.
The overhead starter.
Just gonna start immediately with the conditioning.
Oh, DP gets blocked here. It's kind of half the burst.
Malarky just already took so much damage in the beginning of this game. Now it's just trying to wait out in neutral a bit. The fireball pressure's kind of negating each other. Got a nice combo from Malarky, but still has a lot of health to make up. Now we're just back in the pressure, but DP's out.
Able to DP that gap there. I have to be careful. Ooh, that caught the backdash, and it's just death.
Ooh.
That was a very interesting confirmed there from Flak.
Yeah. Flak has these combos down really nicely. Alright, just trying to
I just
zone
realized
out
Flak and Rig were the only players who use default coloring. Truly, these players are color 1 enjoyers.
That is probably true.
But no, it's also true.
just seeing
This
some more.
combo is confirmed here into the corner. This is a very easy 3-point. Oh, this is 4K. Ooh, that's
Yeah,
just
that's
under
4K.
4K.
Yeah, we've been seeing Flak be doing
Ooh,
4K combos for a while. Another counter
shows a
hit.
burst
Both.
there. Oh, and now
Oh
he's in
my.
active flow too. This is going back to the corner, and then
I think Malarky might be dead because that's the super into yeah. That's just death. That's a will it kill moment if you ask me. That's 5.3K.
Active flow putting the work there.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see Malarky maybe just go back into character select, not for like change character, just like take a second here. Unless they know what it is, unless they can just to calm the nerves.
Mm-hmm. Well, instead they're just gonna be continuing.
Jumps to fireball, Bronze fireball here.
Are they possibly gonna be thinking of going for a more rush in style?
Oh,
it would stop a lot of the it would stop a lot of things from Kagura. I think it would be nice to see a lot more overhead safe jumps the flash kick. Just gonna want to stop Kagura from charging or switching up his stances, so you just want to kind of continue your pressure. Goes for another teleport low. Blue beat. Putting them back down in the corner. Safe jumps the flash kick again. Fatal counter. This should be Malarky. Okay. And yep, this is his round. Very nice. Just doesn't even worry about what happened last game. Just going at their own pace now.
Punishing Flak's DPs. These flash kicks are just
Ooh, but doesn't matter. You put yourself in the corner, and now Kagura just does immense damage. That's 5.2 without meter.
No meter, no active flow either. So
was that a counter hit? I don't even remember.
It wasn't.
It
wasn't a counter hit. It wasn't a counter hit. It was just straight. I don't know. Oh, speaking of combos here, this is also death.
Another
4.1. That was 2 touches. He touched him twice. He touched Malarky twice and killed him.
Goodness, our intermediates are getting quite advanced.
Malarky has to burst here.
Mm-hmm. Now just trying to keep space. Flak has been taking more to this air now. Just trying to counteract Malarky, and just it seems to be working. Getting another hard knockdown into an overhead.
And active flow. This is can pop overdrive here and has to kill here.
Didn't even care about what happened round 1. Flak just destroys Malarky's health bar. And I think I do agree with you. I partly wish that Malarky would have gone into character select just to come to grips with what happened. But instead, we're just gonna be seeing it go into possibly the last game of Grand Finals.
Okay.
Alright, so we're just gonna be seeing some more finals. Counter hit from Malarky, but nothing really taken off that.
We have counter hits. Doesn't get to confirm after the 2C counter hit starter.
Malarky's just wanting to kind of make up some gain arts. Right, now it actually gets confirmed. Puts this into the corner. Goes for the JC. Double overhead into a burst for Flak.
Ooh,
counter hit with the 5C. Flak just getting a lot of mileage off his C buttons. Just really big buttons that give so much staggers. That's just you get to do so much off.
I think it was a 5B counter hit. And this is a side swap here. And he has 100 meter. He doesn't want to burn. He doesn't want to burn any of it. Doesn't need to. And he gets a
doesn't need to. That was they didn't actually tech, so they were just on the ground and he just OTGs.
And this is match point for Flak here.
Yeah. Just barely out of range, and Flak just punishes.
And this goes straight to the corner into a 3K here.
Yeah. Goodness. All right, Malarky's trying to keep some more corner pressure. Doesn't safe jump the flash kick this time. It's a counter hit. This one actually does damage. This was off a misfire starter.
Oh, catches a DP. Catches him a DP here.
Yeah, this could be death if they do it correctly. Blue beat, but doesn't get anything off of it.
Dang goes out.
I don't think Flak is gonna spend burst here, so yeah. Just a nice cross up with the sabers. Just gets it. Malarky has to win this round in order to actually stay in this.
Signs of life from Malarky.
Throwing fireballs.
He has signs of life though. He's not going down quietly.
No, and that's good. Don't let anything discourage. Oh, ODEA just out of pressure. Throwing more fireballs just to make more stocks.
Ooh, JC. Swat out the air for
Wake
JC.
up mash. Wake up
Ooh,
mash.
again,
Flak
swatting him from the air with the JC.
Flak isn't really punishing these wake up mashes, not going for many meaties.
Ooh, JC gets jumped. JC gets jumped over.
And we get to see an instant overhead. That's 3K combo from Malarky.
It's a safe jump? Oh,
burst out for Flak. They don't want to be in the corner. They know that most of the times that they're dying is just when they're in the corner. Now just having to make up some stock so they can try this again. But Malarky's not going to be having much of an option.
RC's here. Oh. Misfire counter hits here. Interesting interaction. And again with RC, and Denning goes out. Knows that he has to like just get him off of him. Ooh, JC gets hit by JC here.
Not even worrying about the slide.
Ooh,
that flash kick just barely hit. Goes low. That should be game from Malarky. And there we go.
Signs
now
of life.
Malarky is up 1 game. Yeah. Still gonna have to win another 2 games just to reset the bracket. Let's see. If we can
get him in the corner, this is if he gets Flak in the corner, is able to just punish him from trying to wake up flash kick. This might be Malarky might have this.
And in the end, at that point, it's still just a 50-50. Your opponent still has to guess.
It's a grab.
Goes low, but doesn't actually get anything off of it.
Trying to swat Malarky with these JC. Ooh. Oof. Interesting cross up. Burst is out here a little early.
Probably hoping that they can make back the burst later.
Air grab.
Nice air grab, yeah. Finally has enough stocks that they feel they can go in.
DP.
There we go with the DP, but
flash kick.
Yep, DP back. Goes low. This can kill. It's a blue beat.
It's a blue beat.
Doesn't get much off of it. Me reset overhead. And
catches him on the rollback.
Yeah.
Now Flak has not been able to get anything started here.
Which for Malarky is pretty nice,
EA.
ODEA just doing the same thing that Malarky did to him before.
Now he's an active flow. Let's see if we can make things started.
That actually mixed him up a bit, I think, because Malarky's used to doing teleport after the sabers, so probably wasn't expecting it that time. Gets another hit here. Malarky doing pretty nicely now. Seems like they've adapted a bit, but now they have to make up some more gain arts.
Ooh, good JC catch.
This could be where things start. Drops the combo. I think that's the first combo we've really seen drop from Flak. Especially that early into it.
Ooh,
and there we go, just projectiles. Just projectiles to close it out. 2-2, we're actually close to seeing a reset. Malarky not just showing signs of life, but actually somewhat thriving.
It's actually able to make the adjustments they need, make the adjustments needed. It took 4 games, but got the 4-game download, or actually 6 game, the 6-game download.
Yeah, once you have a read on how your opponent blocks, mixed characters, they can just come back as fast as they want. Just have to know what your opponent wants, and that is a super high anti-air. Bursts out, does not want anything to do with the corner. but now you're just getting put back in. Kagra's huge buttons just doesn't care. Jumping out of it now. Has to make some of these
switch over
stops.
here. Interesting trade scenario here. Gets knocked down. Goes for the reset here. Check out. Try to catch a rollout here. Now you just try. Now you just trying
stocks.
Just stay away from these 50 trick outs.
All right, we're seeing that go to the corner. Yeah, we've been seeing that Flak is no longer really going for these flash kicks. Oh, never mind. Right there, flash kick RC for the overhead into actual combo. I think this will side swap. No, doesn't side swap. Drops the combo. I wonder if Flak is now actually feeling some pressure.
Oh,
doesn't matter. Drops the combo.
What was that? Oh, jumps the Saber mix up. And they would just punish it. And now Flak is on. Now this is match point. This is match point for Flak again.
Gets hit by Mistfinder.
Ooh, try to fish with that huge anti-air.
Or projectiles coming out of Malarky.
Ooh,
it's anti-air.
Oh,
this wasn't a counter hit, so it's not as bad, but still getting about 4k damage off. 4.4, a lot of damage there actually.
Oh
boy. OD. Just trying to make up some gain arts, I guess. Tries to go for the EA, but it gets blocked. Still getting put into the corner. Throw. This might be it. We've seen how much damage Kagura can do. Overhead, not anything off of it. DP. Mashes on the overhead.
Anti-air. Ooh, whiff one? 5-8 is whiff here.
Blue beats.
Caught the EA here. Oh, it's the game.
And there it is.
Found the gap was able to overdrive EA. And
there we have it. Flak is now our Blaze Blue BFT champion. The seventh champion. Yeah.
And our first Kagura.
Yeah. A very nice showing from them too as well. Just amazing damage, amazing confirms. Just
that was a good match. That was a good grand finals.
Yeah, very nice. I was really impressed with Malarky on how well they were able to come back. Honestly, once I saw how far up we saw Flak, even I was a little bit doubtful that Malarky could come back, but no, that was really nice. I think Malarky has improved immensely from our last time.
Absolutely. And what I noticed when Flak was getting the clean hits, it looked like domination, right? And Malarky, while subtle, found a good way to ensure that those clean hits did not consistently come through. A lot more just like spacing a little bit better, a lot more, risk averse play. And that was enough to do it. So congratulations to Flak Maniac, as they said, our 7th BFT champion, building out that invitational bracket nicely. Malarky 2nd, default setting 3rd. As I said, there's no Matcherino for this event. ! Matcherino will guide you to our crossover arc Matcherino page where you can contribute to those via code or direct contribution. I will be reaching out to the top 3 though and make sure they get a couple bucks, as if they would if there were a Matcherino. Normally we throw about 20-25 bucks into the pot here plus the codes, so I'll do a little quick math and reach out to them as a thanks for playing. Let's see. Thank you so much, Koyo and Fed, for commentating. Anything either of you wants to shout out?
Shout out to Crossover. It's happening. If you guys happen to be in the NYC area, I would say go pop by. I don't know where it's going to be venued. If you check the Discord, it should have locations. They have Melty. They have all the French play games. There's also Persona. There's gonna be a Persona 4 bracket. Well, that's a side bracket. So if you like Persona, definitely go down there, give it a shot. Support the gamers there.
Good stuff. Is there anywhere they can follow you, Fedbab? Anywhere, any socials you want to plug? Twitter, Twitch, YouTube.
I guess I would say the usual watch socials. Furious, Ryer.
Oh, I meant yours, but thank you. I appreciate it.
I don't have any. I don't have any social at the moment.
Okay.
I might eventually make one.
Koyo, shoutouts.
Yeah, no, honestly, I just want to say thanks for allowing me back here and everything, because these are great, and I love seeing the improvement from the players every time.
Yeah, super good time.
So yeah, love to see Waz. So yeah, just please go to crossover. I wish I could be there. Traveling's not really for me right now, but anyone, if you have the chance, go to crossover and sign up for P4 for me.
It's gonna be.
I swear, I want to see people play P4.
Any socials? Anything you want to shout out?
Nothing interesting enough. No.
Okay, word. I respect the play. I feel that my social is also kind of dour, but that's not going to stop me from plugging. So I'm Ryer, as you may know. Please come to Crossover Arc. Just the regular old plug. This is the last time I'm probably going to have to plug it. OSNYC is the venue. It's like a LAN center / barcade. 50 Bowery is the address. If you're in the New York area or can get to Manhattan reasonably easily, please try to come through. Saturday and Sunday, we're running 6 games over 2 days. Both Melty Bloods. We're run Actress Again Current Code and Type Lumina. We're running Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition, Undernight Inbirth, EXE Late Clear, Guilty Gear Strive, and Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. So, and then as 2 side brackets, we're having Guilty Gear Xrd side bracket and a Persona 4 Arena Ultimax side bracket. If you want to enter the side brackets, you can purchase a spectator pass and speak with the respective TOs when you arrive at the event. That's going to do it for us. You can follow me at Golden Ryer on Twitter if you want. I basically just retweet events and dumb stuff. I've just started Twitch streaming recently again on my personal channel. That's Ryer_FGC. I'll be playing kind of a variety of games there. If you want to check that out, I would much appreciate it. Otherwise, follow Impurist Club. Look for us on Saturday when the crossover stream starts. And yeah, have a good day, everyone. I think that's it from me.
You guys have a good night as well.
Yep.
Stay gaming.
Stay gaming. Be good to one another. It's tough out there. We'll see y'all next time.
Night, everybody.